Hey everybody, it's Zach again with Policy Best. Today we're going to be quickly talking about where the tax dollars go after they are collected by the state. Now, the simplest way to look at state spending is by policy area. If you look at the pie chart to your left, you'll see just that, with the large blue portion taking up a majority of state spending. That's education spending, which every year takes up a majority of the state funds. The second highest cost to state government every year is health care, which every year takes up between 1/5 and a quarter of state spending. The remaining quarter of state spending goes between these five policy areas, and the only thing I want to highlight from that is transportation spending, which is 7% this year and has increased dramatically since the passing of HB 170. Since education takes up such a large portion of the budget, I'd like to look at it in a little more depth for a moment. You'll notice if you look at the graph to your left that it's broken up between 6 departments: early childhood education, the Department of Education, which deals with K through 12 spending, the University System of Georgia, Technical College System, and Student Finance Commission. All three of those deal with higher education. And then finally, the last smaller portion is the teacher retirement system. By far the largest source of state spending comes from the Department of Education, which you can see takes up almost $9 billion just by itself, or over a third of the state budget. Higher education, which is these three right here again, takes up almost 14% of state funds. Because transportation spending changed so dramatically this year, I'd like to take a closer look at that as well. If you look at the graph, you'll notice that transportation spending remained fairly constant in 2014 to 2016, but then it shot up dramatically this year to almost $1.7 billion. That's because of the passing of HB 170, which was meant by the state government to make a substantive change in this state's infrastructure. Finally, I'd like to talk about the other major proposed change to the state budget, which is wage increases for state employees. The governor plans to spend $539 million this year in pay raises. This includes a 3% raise across the board for state employees and teachers via additional payments to local school districts, and is an attempt to reverse the high turnover rates in state government. Also included in that is targeted state spending for departments with high turnover rates. This includes the Department of Corrections and Juvenile Justice, the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities, the Department of Public Health, the Department of Law, the Division of Family and Child Services, and the Department of Banking and Finance. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and please check out our video next time where we discuss what is going on with Georgia's fiscal year 2017 $1 billion surplus.